I've wanted to make films since I was 5. I can't see myself doing anything else in life.
You have the opportunity to tell the story that you want to tell.
I am rolling. Action!
I mean, we've got an amazing pool of talent out of Chicago.
You know, it is scary. I quit like my job.
The equipment is all the same, and it's really just a matter of talent in the end.
I really wasn't happy working for the studios. I wanted to make my own stuff. The only way you can do it is through independent film.
You just gotta hold on. Those that stick around will be rewarded.
It's a little too late for that. I'm tired of this. I want an adult, not a child. Half the time I feel like I'm your mother, not your girlfriend.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
I mean, it's time for you to grow up.
Oh, what's so great about you? You know, you work in a fucking office. You answer goddamn telephones every day. Whoop-de-doo.
Not like it's any of your business, but I'm gonna go back to school to become a dental hygienist. And Greg, he's gonna help me.
Oh, that's beautiful. Good for you.
Well, I'm leaving. It's not healthy. I'll talk to you later.
So what about these flowers I bought you, huh? I suppose this means nothing to you?
You know I never cared for flowers, but I'll take the candy.
This is the first day of the shoot. My name is Steve Goodman. The name of the film is American Made. It's basically about this guy who comes home to find his girlfriend cheating on him with Greg, the dentist. And there's other things that happen in the story. His best friend tries to fix him up with a mail order bride, a Polish housekeeper. But I don't want to give away the ending, so.
Hi, I here to clean apartment.
I mean, I've done just about every crappy job you could think of. The last job I did, I was selling phone cards, and I was working like long hours and just, you know, busting my ass for someone else.
Well, what about you? You know, you work in a fucking office. You answer goddamn telephones all day. Oh, whoop-de-doo.
I quit like my job like about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and then I wanted to just focus on writing and filmmaking, and then whichever was kind of getting the most momentum, I would then just focus all my energy into that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's lovely. That's a touching story.
I guess the first inspiration was like Jim Morrison. I knew he went to film school, so I'm like, hey, I want to do that because I liked music, but I wasn't gonna do that route, so I chose the filmmaking. First we're gonna film the scene where she's leaving the bedroom, walking towards the door, and then the scene on
the chocolates and candy.
Right, and then the scene on the couch, and then the scene with Fred, that's it.
Steve and I met literally 4 weeks ago. I'm John Wassel. I'm the director of photography on this movie, American Made. My background is commercial production, and lately I've been doing a lot of feature shorts here as well in Hollywood. And so I just serendipitously sent my work to him. And he liked it. We called, you know. He says, I have this independent thing that I want to shoot. And I said, well, it's going to be in Panavision or 35 millimeter. He goes, no, I got a DV cam that we want to shoot with this. And he said, but I'd like to have you light it. And I said, I have no problem with that. My background is more in lines of commercial filmmaking. I do a lot of television commercials. As a matter of fact, that's my bread and butter. And when you have an opportunity to do an independent short feature, as I call them, it's gratifying because you're not selling at all. What you're doing is you're doing drama or comedy, something like that. Usually I'm used to, you know, for those pesky herpes, you know, it's one of those things. So it's an opportunity for anyone like me that has a wealth of experience, and you get around with the passion of independent filmmakers that, you know, serve you lasagna at 3 o'clock in the afternoon as opposed to union rules breaking it at 12:30. And you see a kick in the step of people that aren't making any money, but it's just for the passion of the art.
Yeah, I mean, the goal behind making this film was to just get a successful half-hour short film and then kind of get through all the like obstacles and hurdles of assembling a cast, a crew, working with the equipment, and then just branch out into a you know, full-length feature independent film that I was going to do on my own.
You know what? On our way out, I'm always tripping on this wire here.
This one right here? I'll fix it for you. I'll fix it for you.
Yeah.
That's what's frustrating. All the wires and all that stuff. It impedes our flow. You know, we're trying to get some sense of flow with these lines and stuff.
I'm Melissa Cordero, script supervisor. I'm also a little bit in charge of the continuity as far as wardrobe is concerned. Make sure the actors keep the same wardrobe every day that they had the day before or scene before.
Everyone ready? I am rolling.
All right, action.
It's a little too late for that. I'm tired of this. I want an adult, not a child. Half the time I feel like I'm your girlfriend, not your mother.
On this project, today's my first day. Today's first day of production. Today's the first time I've been working on it. It's the first time I've ever worked with Steve also.
And I kind of wrote this in mind so that a lot of the scenes would take place inside the apartment, so that it would just be one less obstacle to have to secure another location or, you know, just something else to deal with. In fact, like, we're gonna double this location as 2 locations, you know. So I was really conscious of that when I wrote the script.
You're a scumbag. I hate your guts.
Right, his back to me.
Right, and then I open that, and well, I'll have that light cooking.
Right. Hello. Hello. I'm John Mossman, and I am the cameraman for today. I'd say this is kind of keeping the lifeblood blood flowing. I think in the Chicago area, there's been so many people at the upper levels that have you know, turned tail and run or relocated to you know, other cities or countries. This is still pumping. You know, this is keeping the blood flowing. I think in the city creatively.
I don't know, man. It sounds like a lot of pressure to me.
So I'm always enthused when I go to film fest and I show my work and I see other people's work. There's a lot of young talent out there, talent that's sort of a little more underground, that's just, you know, striving to get their stories told, and they're here.
Yeah, you're right.
You get to tell your story. You don't have someone telling you, no, listen, you know, and I've had this happen. It's like, oh man, this is 35mm. We can't have this story end like this, you know, because a lot of people have invested this much money in, you know, in the film and, you know, in the stock and the processing. The producer's got a very big say in that.
I mean, it's brutal out there. Got that one right.
But when you're making a piece that's total cost is $10,000, you have the opportunity to tell the story that you want to tell, and sort of, you know, hopefully make your mark a little more as a storyteller.
Action.
Well, it's a little too late for that. I'm tired of this. I want someone who's an adult, not a child. Half the time I feel like I'm your mother, not your girlfriend.
Hey, what is that supposed to mean?
I mean, it's time for you to grow up.
Well, what about you? You know, you work in a fucking office. You answer goddamn telephones all day.
Not like it's any of your business, but I'm gonna go back to school to become a dental hygienist. And Greg, he's gonna help me.
Beautiful. That's a touching story. Good for you.
You know what? I'm leaving. This isn't healthy. I'll come back later for the rest of my stuff when you're not here.
Hey, what about these flowers I bought you? I suppose this means nothing to you?
I never cared for flowers. You should know that. But I'll take the candy.
I'll be fine on my own after you're gone. I was even better before I met you. You can trust me on that. You know, God damn it!
You just got to hold on. Those that stick around will be rewarded. That's my feeling.
Well, hey, at least you still have your looks.
And so it was kind of the goal to make a feature-length film at this point, but since it's just a short, that's fine too, you know. So I'm kind of being flexible, you know. I mean, hopefully, if it turns out as good as I would like it to, I want to, you know, try to get it in some festivals, contests, and just see what happens. So, you know, my thought was always, hey, why don't I just do that for myself, doing something I really love? It is scary to quit your job and put all your resources into what you're doing, but if you really love what you're doing, it's going to show. So hopefully it will.